go. Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm going to give it just a minute to let a few folks get in here because we just jumped on this thing, but looking forward to it. This is the highlight of my week. Hi, Brad. Hi, Mark. Hi, Dennis. I'm not going to be able to do this all night, but I'll start. Hey, Lily. Hi, Beth. Anyway, it's good to see y'all, everybody. And yeah, I've been looking forward to this. All right. Do a song I wrote a long time ago called Naked Checkers. It was like this. You told your mama, you told your pa, mama called the preacher, daddy called the law. It's alright, it's alright. Everything's gonna be okay. We just won't come home on Christmas or any other holiday. You say behave yourself, I say I'll try. You say don't go out tonight, and I say why? It's okay, it's okay. Everything's gonna be just fine. You can fall asleep in your bed, honey. I'll just toss and turn mine. You making money, honey. You're gonna be a star. I lie around all day and play guitar. It's okay, it's okay. Everything's gonna be alright. I make breakfast every morning, sugar, and sing you lullabies at night. Alright. Checkers and I like chess. I like you naked, but you like to dress. It's okay, it's okay. Everything's gonna be just fine. Every Friday naked checkers, honey. Well, I bet you beat me every time. You told your mama, you told your pa, mama called the preacher, daddy called the law. It's alright, it's alright. Everything's gonna be okay. We just won't come home on Christmas or any other holiday. We just won't come home on Christmas or any other holiday. Naked Checkers. Hey everybody, I'm Hayes Carll. Welcome to Alone Together Tuesdays with Hayes Carll. It's great to see y'all here. I think this is episode 4 or 5. I'm not sure. I've lost count. Time stands still these days. It's a weird world out there. That's why I stay right here with all my wife's books in this room. It's good to see y'all here. This really is the highlight of my week. Thank y'all for tuning in. I hope everything sounds all right. If it doesn't, let me know and we'll give you your money back. Yeah, that was a joke. This is free. Anyway, some of y'all probably noticed that I got my hair cut, and thank you. I appreciate the compliments that you're surely sending my way right now. It was getting out of hand. This is essential. It just is. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, everybody. That song is called Naked Checkers, and it was one of the first songs I wrote. I was living down on the beach, and I just always liked that line. You called your mama, you called your pa, mama called the preacher, daddy called the law. I thought there's probably a lot of relationships that started out that way. Yeah, hadn't done that one in a while. I'm gonna do one here. This is also I wrote during time living down on the beach. I used to. That's sort of where I got my show business start. Was playing little bars up and down the peninsula, and I posted some stuff about it this weekend. I used to do covers all the time. I would do these 4-hour slots 6 nights a week. I started out at a place called Bob's Sports Bar and World Famous Grill, and the name was misleading. It wasn't actually a sports bar, but I had a gig there. They had served burgers, and they had mustard and ketchup, and then a can of off right there in between it. And I would hang out and watch baseball games. And eventually, I got the nerve to ask the owner, Bob, if he would let me set up in the corner with my tip jar and play some music. And he said I could do that, and I was off and running. So this is a song about those days, playing right next to the slot machines or the 8-line machines, and hoping to not get shot. 8-line machine and a sailor's daughter. Something makes them crazy growing up on the water. Playing for my supper 6 nights a week. Hurricanes, Easter, and New Year's Eve. Before 10 walls, now there ain't much left. Looking like a homeless cheers on meth. Homers in the corner, breaking up a fight. Good Lord, I hope I get paid tonight. I got a gig, baby. Burnt fried chicken and a Lone Star beer. Cops and the kids drink free around here. Girl behind the bar, taking what she's giving. Lying about her past and trying to make a living. A broke pool table and some hard luck cues. Go tell your mama I done paid my dues. Everyone around here knows my name. 6 nights a week in the neon flame. I got a gig, baby. I got a gig. Now there's an old line tamer parked behind the bar with 100 pounds of weed and a stolen car. Oil patch boys, girls who went to college, rules you don't break and laws that ain't acknowledged. A barefoot shrimper with a pistol up his sleeve. Some will go to heaven and some will never leave. Pills in the tip jar, blood on the strings. Oh Lord, I never thought I'd see these things. I got a gig, baby. I got a gig. Machine and a sailor's daughter. Something makes them crazy growing up on the water. Playing for my supper 6 nights a week. Hurricanes, Easter, and New Year's Eve. I got a gig, baby. I got a gig. I got a gig, baby. Oh, I got a gig. Yes, I do. Every Tuesday. From my living room, I got a gig. I'm Hayes Carll, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Alone Together Tuesdays, episode something, Cuatro Cinco. I'm not sure. But thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it. Yeah, the song's called I Got a Gig. I've got a friend who used to work for me back when I worked. I don't have many gigs anymore except this. This is my gig. The upside to it is I don't have to travel very far, about 20 feet. But I had a guy named Jeff Fitzgerald who worked with me for a while, selling merchandise on the road, and he was with us about a year. And after about a year, he confessed that he thought that song was called "I Got a Kid," which was confusing to me. I said, how can you think that was "I Got a Kid" and not "I Got a Gig"? And he explained it to me. He said, it's about a guy working hard. He's just grinding, doing what he's got to do to get that money to because he's got a kid, baby. I guess I can see that. It's funny. You got to be careful with lyrics, though. I don't enunciate very well, so I'm sure there's been quite a few lines that have been misconstrued. All right. Well, I've got some kind of set list here, sort of, and I'm gonna try and play most of them. We'll get going. I played just a hint of this earlier today. We'll finish it off. Well, I'm wild as a turkey. I'm higher than a Christmas moon. Empty as my wallet on a Sunday afternoon. Well, I come around too fast and I always leave too soon. Ain't that what they all say? Yeah, I come down from Memphis with a broken down Corvette, this suitcase full of memories and a face you won't forget. You say you'll never love me, but tonight ain't over yet. Oh, I'm gonna change your mind. Oh, girl, I've been a gambler since the age of 21. I've seen my share of trouble and the wrong end of a gun. And this whole world's out to get me just 'cause I have my fun. Everything ain't gonna slow me anyway. Right ain't right, babe. Left ain't always wrong. I bet you're tired of dancing to the same old song. You look like an angel in a place you don't belong. And I'm gonna take you away. Now, just 'cause this place is closed, and that don't mean it's time for bed. Now, we don't need no sleep, but we'll get plenty when we're dead. You can leave these fools around you now. Come with me instead. Oh, I'm gonna show you a time. I'm wild as a turkey. I'm higher than a Christmas moon. Empty as my wallet on a Sunday afternoon. But I come around too fast and I always leave too soon. Ain't that what they all say? Oh, ain't that what they all say? Wild as a turkey. Off my third record, Troubling Mind. And yeah, I don't know what the story is about that one. Sometimes you just write a song. You have a song. All right. Well, speaking of writing songs, one of the best to ever do it was the great Guy Clark. And I was fortunate enough to get to write with him a couple times. I met Guy at a party just outside of Houston after a festival we had both played on that day. Actually, I'm not even sure if I played on it. He was on it. I might have just been hanging out. I can't remember. But anyway, this party went all night. And it was a lot of fun. JT Van Zant was there, and Kimmy Rhodes, and Darcy DeVille, and a lot of good folks. And Guy, at one point, well, he was there with Berlin Thompson, his amazing guitar player, and they played the entire record, the Dark record, which was this beautiful record, and we all just sat around watching this acoustic performance with like 15 people of Guy Clark playing the entire record. It was incredible. And anyway, we hit it off that night, mostly because I think I had cigarettes. I was the only guy with cigarettes at the party, and he had run out, so we talked a lot. He kept asking me for smokes, and I parlayed that into, again, to write a song with him. I called him up and said, you probably don't remember me, but we met at this party, and I'm going to be in Nashville. Would you be up for writing a song with me? And he said, come on over. And yeah, so we had a couple stops and starts. I'd never really co-written before. And for one of my first co-writes to be with Guy Clark was a little intimidating. And I wasn't really sure how it worked. We sat down, and he said, all right, kid, what do you got? And so I threw out an idea, and he just looked at me and said, what else do you got? I said, oh, no. So I tried a couple more ideas, and eventually I threw out this line that he liked. It was, I've got no rings upon my fingers, no ink beneath my skin. I'll be as clean going out as I was coming in. He said we can do something with that. So here we go. This is for Guy. Well, take me to Rivertown, where you can't tell night from day, and everything's forgiven that did not wash away. But dreaming comes too easy, yeah, but living is twice as hard, and everything is buried beneath the water and the stars. Now here I am from Corsica, wayward on the storm. I've been rolling empty sevens since the day that I was born. Got no rings upon my fingers, no ink beneath my skin, and I'll be as clean going out as I was coming in. And I'm gonna wash my sins in the Angelina River, and all that she could take from me was all that I could give her. And time will bring you down, yeah, and time will make you whole. Well, I turned my back some time ago, and now I'm going home. Well, I wandered through the pine trees like an outlaw in the rain, and I rambled through big thicket with a pistol and my name. Run it away, you restless angel, don't waste your love on me, but just lay me down in a river town, and home is where I'll be. And I'm gonna wash my sins in the Angelina River, and all that she could take from me was all that I could give her. And time will bring you down, yeah, time will make you whole. Well, I turned my back some time ago, and now I'm going home. So take me to Rivertown, where you can't tell night from day, and everything's forgiven, yet it did not wash it away. All right. That song's called Rivertown. I wrote it with Guy Clark, the late great Guy Clark. So I finally figured out how to switch the camera on Facebook so that I wasn't left-handed. But then when I needed to fix my hair, I wasn't sure which side that was on. And as I was playing that song just now, I also remembered that really sad news. There's an amazing musician named Bucky Baxter who actually played steel guitar on that track on my record. And he passed away yesterday. By no means was playing with me his claim to fame. He spent many years with Bob Dylan. He was with Steve Earle. He was with with Ryan Adams. He played with a whole bunch of people. His son is Raylan Baxter, who's one of my favorite musicians and songwriters. And so anyway, it was really sad news. So thoughts and prayers go out to Bucky and his family, and big loss in the musical community. So yeah. All right. Well, I hope y'all are doing all right. I'm Hayes Carll. This is Alone Together Tuesday. And this is something we've been doing for about a month or so, and it's the highlight of my week. And it's really great to get to be here and to see y'all on here. I've been social isolating like crazy, and so I don't get to see a lot of people, even though I can't really see all your comments and the number. It makes me feel really good to look out and see y'all. So thank you. Here's to you. Cheers. Hope you had a great weekend. All right, let's see. Do one here. This is on my most recent record, but I just reworked it. I did a version of this with Daryl Scott and just put it out. And it was sort of about the political climate in the country. But now the whole pandemic going on, it kind of seems appropriate for this as well. In times like these, everyone could use a hand. Instead of standing around losing ground, fighting over the promised land. And it's so hard to tell if this is heaven or hell, and I can never measure by degrees. But it's sure getting warm around here in times like these. In times like these, do I really need a billionaire? Just taking up my time trying to tell me how he's treated unfair. Oh, then I have to pay as the home of the brave gets divided into them and the we. Oh, I find I'm losing my mind in times like these. Yeah, they're coming to go. They're here, they're not. Every day I'm getting better at losing something I haven't got. I just want to do my labor, love my girl and help my neighbor while I keep a little hope of my dreams. But it's sure getting hard, brother, in times like these. In times like these, I wish I had a place to hide. Instead of bringing it together, we're just widening the great divide. I hope and I pray at the end of the day that I can somehow get my troubles to ease. But I gotta say, it's not looking good, not in times like these. Yeah, they come and they go, they're cold and they're hot. I'm just trying to keep the world from turning me to something I'm not. And I'm gonna try to run till the whole thing's done, and I just hope I don't end up on my knees. But it's sure getting hard to stand up in times like these. I just wanna do my labor, love my girl and help my neighbor while I keep it on my joie de vivre. But it's sure getting hard, brother, in times like these. I could use just a little bit of help in times like these. Yes, I could. I bet we all could use a little help in times like these. Yeah, anyway, so that's out. That song is out there in the world, and yeah, check it out if you like it. Hope you dig it. As I was trying to prepare for tonight's show, as much as I do prepare, somebody sent me a message saying there's a whole bunch of musicians who were born on this day. And one of them was Hank Williams Jr., apparently. And this guy may have been lying to me and just trying to make me look silly on the internet, which is not hard to do. But anyway, he if it is Hank Jr.'s birthday, I figure I might do a song of his. If I can remember it. I don't remember what key I played this in, but let's see. Let's see. I forgot the intro. I kicked the habit of smoking back some time ago. And I tried the hard stuff, but I had to let all that go. But the toughest thing I ever gave up was today. 'Cause old habits like you are hard to break. Old habits like you are hard to break. Love with someone new is so hard to make. And I have grown so used to you and all of your ways. And old habits like you are hard to break. I use lifesavers to help me get off cigarettes. My favorite line here. But you know, for your love, I ain't found no lifesavers yet. And I've gone cold turkey, 'cause it's not even one kiss a day. And old habits like you are hard to break. And old habits like you are hard to break. Love with someone new is so hard to make. And I have grown so used to you and all of your ways. And old habits like you are hard to break. Hank Jr., look out now. Is that true? Will somebody tell me? Oh, yeah, it is his birthday. All right. Hank Jr., Lenny Kravitz, Levon Helm, and Miles Davis. That's a good band. I would pay to see that band. Man. Some good company on that birthday. On my birthday, I was born the same day as Jimmy Page, who I have almost nothing in common with other than that birthday. You can kick the habit too. I did kick the habit. I kicked the habit 5 months ago. I'm cigarette free, everybody. After 25 years of smoking, I decided enough. I don't need those things. To be cool, that's the only reason I was doing it. I just wanted to be cool. And then somebody said, "Hayes, you are cool. You don't need cigarettes." Yeah. Hank Jr., Levon. That's sorry. Just thinking about some musicians, some great musicians there. Let me tune back up here. All right, everybody, I'm Hayes Carll. It's Alone Together Tuesdays. Thank y'all for joining me for episode number 5, I believe. And the first time that we are going on multiple platforms. We tried last week, but it didn't work. So I think we're on Facebook and Twitter and I don't know, not Twitter, but Twitch and YouTube and all that stuff. So thank you everybody for joining us. I really do appreciate it. I saw somebody just ask me about my guitar. Yeah, this guitar has been my main guitar for almost 20 years now. I bought it the day before I made my first record. I had been playing like $100 beater guitars down on the beach. But you don't want to have a nice guitar down on the beach because the strings will rust out and it's not good. But I took out a loan to make my first record, and I had a little bit of money left over. Just a little bit. I had a fair amount left over, and I went down to Fuller's Vintage Guitars in Houston, Texas, and I bought this guitar. And next day I went to Willie Nelson's studio in Pedernales, Texas, and made my first record using this instrument. And I've played it for almost every show that I've had since. There's a few exceptions where I couldn't fly with it, or there was some damage. American Airlines smashed the bottom a couple of years back, and I had to let it sit out for a couple of weeks. But basically, this has been my guitar for almost 20 years of gigging, which is probably about 3,000 shows, maybe more. I'm not sure. I used to do about 200 a year. Now I do less. Anyway, but so that's the story of my guitar. All right, let's play a little music here on said guitar. Do I keep knocking over whiskeys. No one's laughing at my jokes. They got me spinning around in circles like a tin can in spokes. When I left town this morning with a smile upon my face, ah, babe, I swear I never knew I'd end up in this place. Run away, little darling, you don't need me anymore. I've been out here for too long, it ain't like it was before. If I get back home to Houston, I'm gonna tip my hat and cry. When I left, I was a younger man, too proud to say goodbye. I'm gonna wake up in the morning with a conscience 10 feet tall. I'm gonna lay my head down wiser, or I won't lay it down at all. Run away, little darling, you don't need me anymore. I've been out here for too long, it ain't like it was before. He used to live out on the border where no one else could reach. And now I can't ask a question without you giving a speech. You said I never cared, babe, but you know that isn't true. It's just the only thing you asked of me is one thing I can't do. Run away, little darling, you don't need me anymore. I've been out here for too long, it ain't like it was before. Run away, little darling, leave here with a smile. I'm knocking over whiskeys and I will before a while. Knocking over whiskeys. Oh, yeah, I knocked over a few in my day. I knocked them over, I knocked them back. I did whatever you can do with a whiskey. I spilled them on the bar, I spilled them down my throat. Yeah. Anyway, not so much anymore. Except on Tuesdays. On Tuesdays, I will bust out the bottle. Got my own personal bottle tonight. Just a personal size. Cheers, everybody. Thank y'all for being here. Let's see. Thank you. Thank you, Michael. Thanks, Rick. It's a 2000. Somebody asked about the guitar again. It's a Gibson J45 2000. So, yeah. All right, let's see here. I'm hoping at some point tonight my wife will come and sing a song or two with me, but we've got kids and dogs that have to be looked at. You can hear the dog in there. They have to be looked after, so it's not the easiest thing to do. Winnie. Sorry, we have two rescue dogs and they're loud. They play a lot with each other. Let's see. I'm gonna do a song here about. I had a friend. I still have a friend in high school named Richey Lee, and we were real good buddies. And we used to. He was a guitar player. He was the first guitar player I knew, and he and several other of my friends, we formed a band in high school. It was an imaginary band. We never actually had any gigs or anything. We just thought it'd be cool to be in a band. It might help with the girls. It did not. But we were called Southern Comfort. You can go ahead and have that if you want it. Any bands out there looking for a name, Southern Comfort, have at it. Anyway, we were going to be like a mix between Bob Dylan and Leonard Skinner. And there was, we had 3 acoustic rhythm guitar players, which is maybe more than necessary. And then we had a guy who looked like he'd be a great bass player when he learned how to play the bass someday. And sort of the same situation on drums. And anyway, that was our band, Southern Comfort. But Richey was my good buddy, and I wrote this song about him years ago, and I haven't played it in a long time. So I'll send this out to him. It's called Richey Lee. Richey Lee was his father's boy, a big, loud, hard-drinking bundle of joy, a walking laugh wrapped up in corduroy. Richey couldn't do no wrong. He grew up with a fast-running crowd, good bunch of boys, just a little too loud. You can't fault a man for being proud. Richey kept rolling on. He spent his days in a rock and roll band, telling jokes, a guitar in his hand, trying hard to meet every demand of all of those late night shows. Whiskey drunk on a Saturday night, she caught his eye coming out of the light. Halfway there he had to get in a fight. Back home, that's just the way it goes. The strange days will leave you in wonder, and good times, they don't always stay. And true love, it'll shake you like thunder, but old friends just fade away. Summertime on the river again, the fishing poles and a $2 grin. Man, I ain't ever gonna laugh like that again. Falling right to the ground. We count the miles down to New Orleans, borrowed cash and dirty blue jeans. A couple of boys looking for Cajun queens, thinking they own the town. But we all left to find work around. Yeah, even wild ones, they slowed down. And Richey felt like he was coming unwound. Got tired of playing the game. Liquor bottles piling up before noon. Richey said he just needed some room. We all saw the end coming way too soon. And man, that's an awful shame. The strange days will leave you in wonder, and good times, they don't always stay. And true love, it'll shake you like thunder, but old friends just fade away. Hey, old friends just fade away. Richey Lee, off my first record, played on this guitar in 2001, a long time ago. It's weird to realize I've been doing it this long. It feels like yesterday, like just getting a gig of any kind, getting anybody, not even a gig, just somebody to like not walk out of the room at a party when I play a song was a huge thing for me. And so to be able to have had a career for this long, have a career at all, and then to have it lasted, I'm very fortunate. It's pretty incredible. But we're just getting started. A lot of good stuff in the pipeline. God damn it, dogs. Sorry, dogs are fighting. One's a Chihuahua and one is a Lab/Dane, we think. I just sent off for the DNA test, so I'll find out in a couple weeks. Stay tuned. Building the suspense. This is how I get people to keep coming back to my show, is I put cliffhangers in there, like, what breed is my dog? Oh, I got you hooked now. He'll be back for sure. All right. Welcome to Alone Together Tuesdays, everybody. Thank you for being here. Here's to you. Let's do this one if I can remember all the words. Thrift store cowboys, 5 and dime junkies, red dirt plowboys, asphalt monkeys, holy rollers, signal callers, truck stop angels, backstreet brawlers, fans and groupies, guitar slingers, hallelujah, gospel singers, freight train mamas, pistol shooters. My first girlfriend works at Hooters, beans and biscuits in my cupboard. Listen to Ray Wiley Hubbard, all going down the road tonight. The drunken angels, blacktop racers, holy rollers, whiskey chasers, Lone Star drinkers, midnight ramblers, dirt road divas, highway gamblers, moonshine mamas, panty droppers, dolly llamas, old pill poppers, high school heroes, back row preachers, pool-all hustlers, tantric teachers, teenage cuties, politicking, Perry Krishna, feed me chicken. We all going down the road tonight. Blue jean babies, old heartbreakers, had a party with some Quakers, hard-worn highways, country singers, radios full of old right-wingers, session players, duct tape dealers, outlaw country, hubcap stealers. Ain't no money in my wallet, broke again is what they call it. My grandmama's name was Spiller, Michael Jackson, Pete the Thriller. We all going down the road tonight. Jukebox gypsies, Mustang Sallies, don't go walking down dark alleys, needle pushers, horn rim glasses, rhinestone jumpsuit, backstage passes, blue plate specials, Luann platters, Japanese is all that matters, broken arrows, Gulf Coast kickers, who's your daddy bumper stickers. I'm getting tired, I'm getting mean, I'm getting sick of this quarantine, and we all going down the road tonight. All right. Down the road tonight. A writing exercise attempted solely to get Ray Wiley Hubbard's name into a song. Hayes is my favorite rapper. Well, thank you. It's very sweet of you. Yeah, I grew up in a place where rap was really part of the culture. Not really. I grew up in the Woodlands, Texas, but we had this guy who moved to town. It was these brothers, the Daffner brothers, and they moved from Boulder, Colorado. And the older Daffner brother was a rapper of sorts, I guess. He called himself Chili D. And I don't know why I remember this, but maybe because it was the first rapper I'd ever met. And I was into Tone Loc at this point in my life. And anyway, he had this lyric that I'll never forget. It was, I started out rhyming back in Boulder. It's a lot different there, a lot colder. Oh, that makes me happy for some reason. For some reason. All right, what are we gonna do now? Let's see. I'm gonna play a song for a friend. He passed away many years ago. This is for Graham Wilkinson. And really, for anybody who's lost somebody. Um, Rambling boy, you've been around Dallas to the underground, high above and down below, the places I was scared to go. You sang it loud in case they heard, hanging on to every word, gentle as a lullaby, with firecrackers in your eyes. And I would give anything for one more night to run, for one last song to sing. You weren't asking much at all, just catch you when you fall on your own. The long way home. What's that sadness in your smile? Have you been crying all the while? Could you lean upon my shoulder? I guess you die or just get older. So what are we supposed to do? Just walk around forever blue, and all this hurry up and wait. And was it chance or was it fate? I would give anything for one more night to run, for one last song to sing. You weren't asking much at all, just catch you when you fall on your own. A long way home. You weren't asking much at all, just catch you when you fall on your own. A long way home. All right, long way home. Yeah, I wrote that for my friend Aaron Wilkinson after he passed away. Aaron and I went to school together in Conway, Arkansas. We went to college together, and he was a musician, and he's one of the few people that, after he got out of school, pursued music, like I did, and he was doing well for a while. I got in with the Moldy Peaches, and they were on tour with the Strokes, and was doing great. But yeah, the ride ended too soon for him. But that was a song for him. And I was really honored. Kelly Willis and Bruce Robeson recorded that song. It's two of my favorites. So that's really cool for me when folks recognize your songs by covering them. Well, speaking of recognizing people's songs, I'm gonna try one here. And I don't know if my wife will be able to make it or not. If she can, it'd be awesome. But if not, I'll just do it on my own here. But we did this the other day. Let's see if I can remember the lyrics. It's been a minute. Well, I woke up Sunday morning with no weight over my head that didn't hurt. And the beer I'd had for breakfast wasn't bad, so I had one more for dessert. And I fumbled through my closet for my clothes and found my cleanest dirty shirt. And I shaved my face and combed my hair, stumbled down the stairs to meet the day. I'd smoked my mind the night before, cigarettes and songs that I'd been picking. But I lit my first and watched a small kid cussing at a can that he was kicking. And somewhere in the distance, caught the smell of someone frying Sunday chicken. And it took me back to something that I'd lost somewhere, somehow, along the way. On the Sunday morning sidewalk, wishing, Lord, that I was stoned. 'Cause there's something in a Sunday that makes a body feel alone. And there's nothing short of dying half as lonesome as the sound of the sleeping city sidewalks Sunday morning coming down. In the park I saw a daddy with a laughing little girl, but he was swinging. And I stopped beside a Sunday school and listened to the songs that they were singing. And somewhere in the distance, heard the lonely sound of a lonely church bell ringing. And it echoed through the canyons like the disappearing dreams of yesterday. On the Sunday morning sidewalk, wishing, Lord, that I was stoned. 'Cause there's something in a Sunday makes a body feel alone. And there's nothing short of dying half as lonesome as the sound of the sleeping city sidewalks Sunday morning coming down. Hi.
Hey, gotta go. Sorry, I was late.
Well, thank you for joining me.
Welcome.
If you get a minute, come back. I know they would love to see you.
Okay.
I would. care what they want. I want to see.
See me all the time. You want me to play some accordion? Because I can do that from here.
Oh, yeah, jump in. All right, that was Allison Moore. She just hangs out around here. Or she has been anyway since we got married. But that's a special treat for me. Hope y'all enjoyed it. She may come back, but like I said, we got kids and dogs, and it's a full-time job. Anyway. All right, well, that was the great Kristofferson. Sunday morning coming down. Boy, I don't know why that made me emotional. I think I started crying during that song. That's just something. It's just a beautiful song, powerful. I know it's not the first time Kris has made me cry. I got to do an event. My buddy Jack Ingram throws an event down in Austin with Matthew McConaughey and Mac Brown, former University of Texas Longhorns football coach. And they throw this big music event and golf tournament, and I've done it a few times. And in one year, Kristofferson was the honored guest, and he was there, and he sat on stage the entire night while everybody did their shows. And I remember myself and Todd Snyder and Bruce Robeson and Bob Schneider all got up and did a song swap. And I told the story about how I first heard Kris, how I first discovered him, and how much it meant to me, and kind of set me on this path. And afterwards, we were the last set, and we walk off, and you got a couple thousand people in the audience just, applauding us. And we walked over, and Kris shook my hand, and he said, "Son, if I had anything to do with what you just did there, the idea that I had anything to do with what you just did there makes me very proud." To have your hero tell you that, it's just amazing. So anyway, let me get all kaplimped, or whatever the saying is. Let me do something energetic and happy here. A song here that I wrote about a street I used to live on in Conway, Arkansas, called Faulkner Street. I had a really cool house there, along with 3 other friends, and it wasn't cool by the time we left, but when we moved in, it was great. So. The record player scratching out an old and dusty tune on the front porch on a Sunday on an arky afternoon. We were lying around like gypsies, just thinking about going to town. And Jimmy's drinking whiskey straight in line in the shade. Jamie's dancing around the kitchen with a glass of lemonade, looking like an angel who's never gonna touch the ground. The trouble in mind, how'd we ever lose that time? Living for the best, leaving all the rest behind. Now them boys from Morgan County, they were coming out tonight, with country on the radio and trouble in their eyes. Come walking up the driveway, singing about the night before. And we'll head up to the mountain, pick up trucks and old guitars. We'll all smoke marijuana as we look up at the stars. We're raising hell for hours until we can't take anymore. The trouble in mind, how'd we ever lose that time? Living for the best, leaving all the rest behind. All right. Now there's a picture on the manteltop. It's filled with old regrets. There are things I can't remember and times I won't forget. I call you up and tell you, but baby, we've been gone too long. porch is just a memory and the record player's broke. The mills have gone to houses and Jimmy's gone to smoke. I do the whole thing over, darling, just to hear that song. Trouble in mind. Have you ever lose that time? Living for the best, leaving all the rest behind. Living for the best, leaving all the rest behind. Living for the best, leaving all the rest behind. Let's see. All right, everybody. Well, welcome to Alone Together Tuesdays. I'm Hayes Carll. This is our every Tuesday. This is where we are. This is where we gather. Although today we went a little early. We started at 6 o'clock instead of 6:30, and we're going to be doing that, I think, for the next 3 weeks at least. So I hope this works out for y'all time-wise. But if it doesn't, you can always watch the replay. I think that we replay it on Facebook and probably on YouTube. And I don't know. I don't understand everything that's happening here, but I'm pretty sure you can watch it again. So anyway, in the meantime, if you got friends that you think would enjoy this, if you're enjoying this, please come back. And if you got friends that you think would dig it, share it with them and turn them on to it. And let's see if we can grow the gathering. I don't know. A nice, intimate 10,000 feels right to me. I mean, that's what I was used to, when I played live. So it seems only fitting that on the internet I should have the same number of people. All right. Let's see. What are we going to do here? I'm going to pull out another song that I haven't done in a long time, and then I'll play a few that some of y'all may recognize. But this is one that I wrote. I don't remember when I wrote it. It was on my K-Mag Yo-Yo record. And but what makes it cool for me, besides just being kind of fun to sing, was I got my friends Cor Blund and Todd Snyder to come and sing on it with me, which was really neat. Yeah, I've gotten to see both of them during this time, not in person, but like through the interwebs. I did a show with Corb on Instagram, and I watched Todd every Sunday. And Corb's got a new record coming out, which is really, really great. It's one of my favorite records that he's ever done. And it was produced by my good friend John Evans, who I'll talk more about in a little while here. But yeah, in the meantime, we'll do this song. I haven't done this in years, so forgive me if I screwed up, but I printed out the lyrics, and I think so that's part of the deal. The other part is this guitar lick that I gotta see if I can remember. But here we go. Something like that. Oh, well, I followed my feet all across this land, a tune in my heart and a bottle in my hand. The cold, cold east to the woods out west. Ain't no home, just lucky, I guess. I seen the sunrise over the water, out at the moon by the embers glow. Stole me a kiss from a poor man's daughter, threw on my pack and away I go. Well, it looks like rain and it tastes like hell. Ain't nobody ever wished me well. Tried to make me stand in the welfare line. They ain't seen free in a long old time. Every town is gone by morning. It's to another till the sun goes down. Find me a boxcar, one or two brothers. Take out the bottle and pass it around. There we go. There's trouble at the border and a far-off war. Oil in the water and a shut-down store. Big banks closing and the world ain't round. Jails filled up and the deal's gone down. But I got all I need on the highway. A little bit of luck and a rainbow stew. Sing a little song for the ones who ramble. It's hard to carry on like the way we do. One more. spent life working for a nickel and a dime. Nickel and a dime. Come home ragged at the end of their day. Feet on the table, not a word to say. Sometimes I just have to wonder how it's gonna end for a man like me. Slept with the rain and danced with the thunder, but I get a little bit older. I get a little bit older. I get a little tune on the fiddle, and then I'll be on my way. Follow my feet all across this land, tune in my heart and a bottle in my hand. The cold, cold east to the woods out west. Ain't no home, just lucky, I guess. Never had a home, just lucky, I guess. All right, Bottle in My Hand. If you want to hear that song, but with other people singing on it, you can check it out on my record. Cor Blund and Todd Snyder lend their hands to that tune. Two of my favorites. So, all right. Well, let's see. I think that's about as far as I had planned for this thing to go. I was ready to eject in case y'all hated me, but looks like y'all are still hanging out, having a good time, hopefully. So if you got some requests, go ahead and fire it in there. But I'll do. I mentioned my friend John Evans. He's got a million great songs. He was my favorite. I always said if I was gonna meet my end tomorrow, I'd ask to be propped up in a bar with. Well, I don't know, I need to be propped up, but I'd be put in a bar with a bottle and the John Evans band, and that's how I would spend my final night. I'm not sure if I still would do that, but there was definitely a point in my life where that's how I would choose to go out. And anyway, so John and I, years ago, we formed a band. A lot of my songs early on in my early days were like folk songs, long, sad, depressing songs. I played a few of them tonight, but you get the idea. And that attracts a certain type of crowd, primarily like 80-year-old men. And I'm grateful to all the 80-year-old men who this is getting weird, but anyway, I appreciate anybody who digs my music. But it sort of takes a psychic toll when that's all you see in the audience. And I went years ago on a tour in England. I was doing a tour, and I was out for 3 weeks, and I swear we saw one woman in 3 weeks. It was just a bunch of old guys, and I sort of hit my breaking point when I was doing the show one night, and there was a guy on a walker with the tennis balls on the bottom, and he had a bell on top. And when I finished my song, he would wait till everybody finished clapping, and then he would ring. Then he would ring the bell. It would just be like ding, 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 ding. I can't do this anymore. This is not why I got into this. And so I sat down with John, and we came up with a band. We said we need to be like the rappers, like full of confidence, and attract young people to our shows. So we came up with a band called the Ego Brothers. And the premise of our band is we write only songs about how wonderful we are. We've been together for 15 years now. We've only written one song. But we got all the song titles picked out for a whole record. And we got One Night with Me. We have Something Smells Good in Here. It Must Be Me. We got I Autographed My Own Guitar. We got The Luckiest Mirror in the World. What else? Oh, Hey Girl, My Eyes Are Up Here. Anyway, you get the idea. And then our buddy Cor Blund eventually joined us, and he paid immediate dividends. We figured we'd get some international talent involved, and he wrote a second song called "I Wonder What All the Ugly People Are Doing Tonight." And I'll save that for another time. But right now, I'm gonna do the one song that John and I wrote. It's called "Ain't Enough for Me to Go Around." And I remember after we wrote it, he said, "Man, Hayes, we don't need 10 songs. This song's so good, we'll just do it in 10 different languages." This is English. all the way I'm oh, sorry. What's happening in here?
He stumped his toe. It was bad. He got upset.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Sorry, we got an injury in the house. Child injury. Oh, my mama had me. She should have had 2 or 3. Nah, I can't help what all them women keep saying about me. They wanna parade me all over town. But when I pick one up, I let another one down. There ain't enough for me to go around. Well, now the way I'm looking, you know you'll have to wait your turn. You ain't the only girl that knows I got sugar to burn. They can't believe just what they have found. They take one good look and then their britches fall down. There ain't enough for me to go around. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Johnson, but I already got plans at 10. But you could call my secretary and maybe we could squeeze you in. Oh, now take you a picture and hang it right over your bed. If you can't love me, you can love my picture instead. They wanna chase, stalk, and run me around. I ought to do them all a favor, just sell me by the pound. There ain't enough for me to go around. Well, when my mama had me, she should have had 2 or 3. Yes, she should have. Yes, she should have. I can't help what all them women keep saying about me. Women keep saying about me. They want to parade me all over town. Well, when I pick one up, I let another one down. There ain't enough for me to go around. There ain't enough for me to go around. Ooh. The Ego Brothers. Yeah, that was our greatest hits collection. Actually, Corb and John have written several songs since then. Sextet. And Hey Girl, My Eyes Are Up Here. Yeah, so anyway, some fun stuff. I'm Hayes Carll. This is Alone Together Tuesdays. Thank y'all for joining me and making it not just Hayes Carll alone, which it very easily could be. I'm grateful to y'all for joining me. And my buddy John Evans, I think, plays on Thursdays. So if you get a chance, check him out, John Evans Band. Yeah. All right. Well, time for a few more here. Let's see. While y'all are typing out what it is you want to hear, I'm just going to make myself one last drink, one last little nip. It's happy hour on the West Coast, so this feels appropriate, I think. All right. No, Roger, not the Eagle Brothers, the EGO Brothers. But thank you. I'm glad you like it. Let's see. All right. Well, I play this most every week, but people seem to dig it. I saw you leaning on a memory with your back turned to the crowd in that little bar on Murphy where they play guitar too loud. There were people drinking whiskey and there were hearts about to leave. It was cold as hell for Houston. It was almost New Year's Eve. All the way from Beaumont with a white rose in my hand. I cannot wait forever, babe. I hope you'll understand. Oh, the night was feeling lucky, so I asked you to dance. And the way you looked up at me made me think I had a chance. But when I put my arms around you, I knew you weren't giving in. And I hope it will be different if I pass this way again. All the way from Beaumont, with a white rose in my hand. I cannot wait forever, babe. I hope you'll understand. Well, I walked the road to get here with a guitar in a case. I'd have stopped in Pasadena if I'd have known about this place. Yeah, but you looked like forever where the water meets the shore. I've been thinking about you, baby. I can't do that anymore. I saw you leaning on a memory with your back turned to the crowd in that little bar on Murphy where they play guitar too loud. There were people drinking whiskey and there were hearts about to leave. It was cold as hell for Houston. It was almost New Year's Eve. All the way from Beaumont with a white rose in my hand. I cannot wait forever, babe. I hope you'll understand. Yeah, all the way from Beaumont with a white rose in my hand. I cannot wait forever, babe. I hope you'll understand. All right. This song's called Beaumont, inspired by Beaumont, Texas. Actually, it wasn't inspired by it. That just seemed like a good town name to use. I don't know why I'm really drawn to Beaumont in songs. Uh, I love the folks in Beaumont, but it's not like the most idyllic romantic place to write about. But it's about 2 hours from where I grew up and about an hour from where I lived for a long time on the beach, and so I write about it a lot. But it's in like 4 of my songs, and also one that was like the very first song I ever wrote, or at least one of the first couple songs I ever wrote, which was "Birthday on a Bus to Beaumont. The girl in the back won't sit down. She just has to keep screaming, won't let me keep dreaming as we slowly pull out of this town." I don't remember the rest of it, but I remember that. Birthday on a Bus to Beaumont. I like the alliteration. Not bad for a 14-year-old or whatever I was. All right, everybody. Thank y'all so much. Looks like we've got about 6 minutes left on YouTube and Amazon, and probably about that much on Facebook. But we'll do a couple more. But thank y'all for hanging out with me. I hear my wife walking in. Well, there I see her now. You want to come join me with Willie?
I might be able to get through a song.
Yeah, come sit down. I know they would love to hear you.
Okay. Well, can I put a bag over my head?
No, baby, you can't. I mean, you can, but you don't need to. You look beautiful.
No, I would not go that far.
I would.
At all.
I would.
I brought Willie.
Brought Willie.
Yeah.
Is Winnie in her crate?
Yes.
All right.
She ate several pieces of paper that I had painstakingly printed.
I'm so sorry.
You know who doesn't do things like that?
Me.
Willie.
Well, me and Willie. Neither one of us eat your paper. I haven't in a long time.
I mean,
this weekend was a Memorial Day, and want to give our thanks and gratitude to all the people that have made the ultimate sacrifice, defending country and to their families as well. And this is a song that Allison and I wrote with our friend Teresa Berg, and it's about a young man who gets sent over to Vietnam at Christmas time, and his mother runs a bar, and she promises she won't take the lights down, the Christmas lights down, until he returns. And those lights are still up there today. So this is called Jesus and Elvis. Jesus and Elvis, painted on velvet, hanging at the bar here every night. It's good to be back again. Oh, me and my old friends, beneath the neon cross and the string of Christmas lights. Lola built this joint in '67, and her boy went off to fight on Christmas Eve. In a war nobody won, she lost her only son. Now everything he loved is what you see. Jesus and Elvis, painted on velvet, hanging at the bar here every night. It's good to be back again. Oh, me and my old friends, beneath the neon cross and the string of Christmas lights. Lola told him Jesus loves a sinner, and his daddy told him the music saved his soul. Between the drunkards and the band, it's a fitting promised land for the King of Kings and the King of rock and roll. Jesus and Elvis, painted on velvet, hanging at the bar here every night. All right. So if you need a shot of Dickel or redemption, where the Delta meets the Sea of Galilee, or get washed in the blood of the Mississippi mud, come on, you non-believers, and you'll see Jesus and Elvis, painted on velvet, hanging at the bar here every night. It's good to be back again. Oh, me and my old friends, beneath the neon cross and a string of Christmas lights. It's good to be back again. Oh, me and my old friends, beneath the neon cross and a string of Christmas lights. By and by, Lord, I am back. By and by, Lord, by and by.
Did your tang get tangled?
My tang got tangled. Something about it, when you say Jesus, I can't listen to you and say Jesus at the same time. I say, and then it just falls apart. My tang got tangled.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful. Get your tang tangled.
John Henry decided to join us.
Yeah, John Henry just made a cameo appearance.
Graced us with his coolness.
All right, YouTube and Twitch people, it's been fun. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to watch some more, come on over to Facebook, and maybe got one or two more songs before we get out of here. This is the only time I get to play all week, so I'm going to stretch it out because I enjoy it. I don't know. I can't see y'all walking out or hear